The tenth I can speak of. Our whole number system is based on 10. We can regiment 10, 2 rows of 5, hand in hand, or 5 rows of 2, couples. Ten is the marshalling number. It's complete in a certain sort of divine way. Look at the digits on your hands, your 10 fingers. Did you know? You might think that that's a great restriction, having only 10 fingers. I can't count further than 10 on my hands. I'm doomed to have no mathematical ability. Not at all. Now take the first digit. You might start with the thumb. 1. And take the second digit. The finger we point with. That's 2. So you can put 1 down because the second finger means 2. Does the third finger mean 3? No. All you need is to put the thumb up again. You've got the thumb, 1, and the first finger, 2, makes 3. So having both of them extended and the rest curved shows 3. So the next finger, the biggest finger on the hand, is 4. Put the other 2 down, the thumb and the first finger down. Just leave the longest finger pointing. So you've got to 4. If you want 5, you raise the thumb as well. If you want 6, you put the thumb down and put the first finger up next to the longest finger. And you've got 6. If you want 7, you put the thumb up again. If you want 8, you go on to the next finger. Might be the ring finger if you like, or perhaps you're doing it on the right hand at the minute. Now, if you carry on in this way, have you any idea the number you can count to? It's quite bewildering. By the time you get to your 10th finger, the 10th finger stands for 512. And the 13th finger, which you don't have, of course, well, most of us don't, would be the 1024. So you can get all the way up to 1023 just on your 10-digit fingers. Isn't that amazing? You're not limited to counting to 10. You can count up to 1,023. And how often in life have you needed and actually done that? Can you remember ever sitting down and counting to 1,000 odd? Almost certainly not. I haven't, even though I'm a mathematician. And a statistician, I might point out. But I've never done that. Wouldn't dream of doing it. Didn't need to. What I'm saying is that the 10th is a divine sufficiency, even in something like our number system. It's base 10, as you know. We use the space, the first space of the units, and then we shift to the next space and we go through the same 10 digits again, 0 to 9, and so forth. And its location indicates the value of the digits. Ingenious, isn't it? It was something the Romans hadn't stumbled on. It was a great shame. It must have been murderous trying to manage a legion and all its provisions and so on, armaments and food and supplies, with a number system that needed V's and X's and C's and L's and is it M's and N's? I can't remember. But you know, I mean, your numbers must have been an arm's length at times. How many people were in a legion? My notion is that a legion should have been 100 times 100. In other words, a legionnaire is in charge of 100 centurions. And each centurion, of course, in charge of 100 soldiers. But in fact, it looks as though most of the legions were running on 4,000 to 5,000. Either way, when Jesus in the story says, I could have had 12 legions of angels prevent what is going to happen to me, crucifixion, if it had been God's will. He's talking about an incredibly large number. Certainly enough. I would have thought one angel would have been enough, actually. But in the story, Jesus definitely knows better. So 10 is the marshalling number. And every mathematician knows it. If you're very secular, you think, well, surely we could have followed any base. And our computers, you'll notice, follow a binary system. A thing is either on or off, plus or minus. Charged or not charged. We could have a base 3, or one quite attractive one is base 8, because of course, well, it has some of the advantages of the binary system. You know, you can divide 8 by 2 and get 4, and divide it by 2 again and get 2, and divide it by 2 again and get 1. 8's quite a cute number, you know. And of course, still has the advantage that we've got fingers left on our hands. 2 anyway, 2 thumbs. Well, you don't need to know the significance of 10. You're actually living in it. By the grace of God. Thank you, Dad.